Hey guys, good morning. Nitzan from MSDI. Today I want to talk about language barriers and how to communicate better with your customers. Okay? Let's say you live in the States, right? In the US, and your customers, dentists, come from different countries in the past. Maybe Mexico, maybe Cuba, maybe Japan, maybe Vietnam. It doesn't matter, right? They come from different countries. Their mother language is different than English. Yes, they speak English very well. Yes, they understand everything that you are saying to them. But if you speak another language, you should use it, okay? It's your secret weapon. Let me tell you a story. About 2 months ago, I spoke with a potential customer. And since I live in Israel and he lives in the States, we used WhatsApp mainly for communication. And we spoke in English. But I knew that he speaks other languages too, because his last name was Romero or something like that. And obviously he speaks Spanish, right? But since we started the conversation in English, I didn't want to change to Spanish even though I speak the language. Well, not very well as not as well as English, but I speak Spanish and I also read and write. So we started the conversation in English. I made an offer. Obviously, we discussed about everything that is required. After I made the offer, he backed off. He said, I will think about it. Okay. Usually when I hear I will think about it, it means I will think about it. It's a no, okay, but it's a polite no. There is an option for a yes, but later on. So I gave him a few days and then I made the follow-up and I asked him, hey, how are you doing? What about the offer? He wasn't very communicative. So then I used my secret weapon and I say to him, amigo, sabes que también hablo español. Boom, immediately he opened up for me. And he said, wow, he speaks Spanish very well. Amazing, where are you from? And the conversation went from professional to personal immediately. And we discussed about how he moved from, I think it was Cuba to the States 20 years ago. And 20 years ago, it's a long time, okay? And he speaks English perfectly. But once you start the conversation in his own mother language, in Spanish, the conversation turns into from professional to personal level. And the communication is much more easier. And then I asked him, after 5 minutes of small talks, I asked him in Spanish, hey, tell me, why you don't like the offer? I know you like the offer, but why you don't take it? And then he sent me on WhatsApp a message this long in Spanish, explaining to me why he's afraid and why he's not sure about the product and what happens if he needs to exchange sizes, what happens if he has failures, what happens if he needs support, what happens if, I don't know, so many questions and so many objections, they call it in the sales language. And once I understood everything, I knew it was a matter of trust. I used my secret weapon, moved to Spanish, explained everything to him, okay? I'm very thorough, okay? I'm going step by step, explaining every question. I'm answering every question that he has, okay? To ease his mind and to explain to him that I'm here for him, no matter what. Once we got through all the questions, we talked about the offer and I said, you know what? Let me do something for you. I know you want to start. If you take the offer today, I'm going to add a surgical kit. Because I know that you use a different system and you're probably going to use our kit and you're going to like it because it's the perfect kit, right? I have it right here. It's a basic surgical kit. Drills, driver, torque wrench, everything you need for surgery, right? And once I did that, combined with my secret weapon of speaking Spanish, another language, done. He paid immediately, okay? Right on the spot. And right now, he's a very happy customer. And the reason it happened is because I changed the language from English to Spanish. Now, usually, people would do it right off the bat, right? If someone starts a conversation in English, you should continue in English. That's the language he wants to speak with you. If you want to move to a different language, you should do it as a secret weapon later on in the conversation, once you see you are stuck, okay? This way, you guarantee that you try the communication in English and then move on. You have you have a different level of approach, you have another approach, you have something to change in the conversation in order to move forward, okay? It's very important to have some secret weapon, some aces up your sleeves. So, if you speak another language, you should probably use it, okay guys? Thank you very much for listening and for watching, I'm sorry. And if you have questions, if you have some feedback, please let me know in the comments or message me directly. Thank you guys and take care.